more dramatic, this becomes the baseline from which I build every single eye look. With this eye palette, you're getting 5 nude shades, okay? That's actually like really revolutionary for these days. I can never find a simple nude matte eye palette, and BECCA, we've brought that to you. So you're getting 5 shades. You're getting shades 1 through 5. So 1 is our lightest shade, and 5 is our deepest shade. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna hear me reference these numbers, basically color by numbers to create a couple of different looks. I'm gonna teach you step by step, but super easy. But I think the highlight of this palette is that you can use the formulas wet, dry. You can use them on brows. You can use it to line the eyes. You can use it to shape the eyes. You can even highlight and contour the face. Wow. All with one palette. So when you travel, this is your absolute essential. So I'm gonna use a couple brushes I have here. I know you got something like this laying around at home. I'm gonna start by building a base for my eye, which I have some from the Slim Light, so we're just gonna work on top. So I'm gonna take a basic sponge, and I'm just gonna kind of get a lot of shade 1 here, and I'm gonna build a really good neutral base. What I love about these shadows is that we use coffee oil extract, and what that does is it really allows these shades to build and pop and have really some longevity to them. So you can kind of see here just with one swipe, I got a nice baseline going of a neutral shade, and as a deeper skin tone, that's not always easy to do. So you can see here, I'm just patting. Notice that I'm just kind of patting on that shadow. I'm not buffing it out. I'm just patting it and laying it down.
You know, one of the things I like about this formulation is that, yes, it's a powder, but it feels very creamy and soft at the same time.
Exactly. I'll just show you, like these are neutral shades. Like just taking my fingers, look at how creamy.
And look at the pigment.
Do you see that?
It's beautiful.
So just imagine, it just lays beautifully. So a technique I like to do is called bottoms up. So we just laid an all over base using shade 1. Now I'm going to take just kind of a basic eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go into shade 4 right here. I'm gonna tap it out. Now I like to start at the bottom and work up and then come into the crease because that creates a lift. A lot of women conventionally start on the inside and work down, but guess what? That weighs the eye down. So we wanna keep the eyes lifted and open and fresh. So we're gonna go bottoms up, ladies. So here we go, we're going in, tapping it out, starting in the middle of the eye, kind of working our way out.
And I like the way you started in the middle there, because remember, the first place you put your brush, you're usually depositing the most amount of product there. So then you have a nice area to blend.
That's right, that's right. You can kind of see I created a guide where I'm kind of going out, and now I'm coming in.
Ooh, pretty.
I'm not going in for more shadow, now I'm defining my crease.
And just kind of dragging
dragging it in.
The product, you're not even putting any more on.
No more. It's not about, when it comes to the eyes, it's not about a lot of product, it's about blended product. When it comes to the eyes, you cannot blend enough. So you can see here, I kind of start to get the opening. I've got that beautiful, nice, clean line, and now I'm gonna go in. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of a fluffier brush, okay, something a little fuller, and I'm gonna take a transitional shade, so shade 3, tap that out, and now I'm gonna start to blend and really work that into the crease. Now I'm going a little bit higher than the crease because we wanna open up that eye and blend that in seamlessly.
Well, and the thing is, you can really work with these. They are super, super blendable. And you know what? That's what we always say here at Beauty IQ, when in doubt, just blend.
When in doubt, blend. Yeah, I love that. Yes, Miss Elise.
Yeah, I've learned a thing or two.
Yes. So now we've blended the eye. I'm actually going in, I just wet my brush, and I'm using this as a wet liner. So we're taking the liner shade, shade 5, because you can use all of these tones wet, dry.
Nice.
And now I'm just gonna gently just kind of hold my eye and line it. Got a little bit of lashes on because Lord knows I have no lash game. So I'm just kind of getting in. You want to make sure when you line the eyes, you get really close to the lash line. You can even go under. I know Miss Jillian, I know she's watching. She always talks about tight line and getting right in. You can even tight line with these formulas.
Oh, that's nice.
When you use it wet.
And then it stays.
And then it stays.
Wow.
So with this, I've contoured the eyes. I've created an eyeliner. Going with the same palette, I'm gonna do some brows.
Oh,
so we're going in with shade 3. Now with brows, I love to use powder because it's soft, it's buildable, and you can really customize your colors. With all my clients, if they're blonde, if they're brunette, if they're auburn, if they're gray-haired, I use this same palette to do brows. So what I like to do is just start with a deeper shade at the base. So you can see I'm just tapping it out, starting at the base of the brow, working that in, following that natural brow line, so just going back, checking my guide, making sure it's not too far in, it's nice and lined, building that brow. And now I'm gonna go with a lighter shade and use it at the top of the brow, because just like the hair on your head, your brow should be multi-dimensional and not flat. So you go ahead and use a deeper shade at the base, a lighter at the top, and you get more of a natural finish. And then just take a spoolie and brush that out.
Well, you know what's so nice about this too is that you have all those shades built in, so you only have to buy one product.
One
you
product.
don't have to buy 2 different brow products.
One product and you do it all.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I'm just gonna do the other eye really quick.
Okay.
Let me get my hair out of my face.
Would you consider this like kind of a daytime eye look?
This is. You're gonna see Miss Katya. I gave her a really beautiful chocolate smoky eye, which you're going to see very shortly. So this palette can also take you from day to night.
Well, this is awesome. In our chat, everyone's like, what? Brows? Oh, what?
Right?
They're like, I'm sold, I'm sold.
It's just so nice. And it's a balanced approach to brown, as I always say. So just taking my transitional shade and blend, blend, blend. So you don't have to worry about these browns turning red or oxidizing, as we say in the industry. And that's why you can use them on your brows. You don't have these unnatural, hues.
I have actually had that happen where I've looked in the mirror later and it looked like I had red in my brows. So that was oxidation.
Yeah, that means that your skin basically cooked it and turned it red. I know. But you're hot like fire, Miss Elise. You are fire in that red dress tonight,
well,
so I can see why.
You know, I'll keep the red for my lips and my dress, not my brows. Thank you very much.
So you can see here, did brows, did liner on both eyes, gave a beautiful bottoms up technique. You can even highlight and contour the face. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So just take a fluffy brush. Let's say you got some residual under the eyes. You got some fallout of that dark shade. Just take the lighter shade, tap it out, buff right under the eyes and clean it up.
Ooh, nice.
So we're doing a little highlight situation going on.
But again, a gentle highlight.
Yeah, very gentle, very natural. And I'm actually gonna go in and contour now. So I'm gonna take shade 3. If you're into contouring.
What's great too is that you have a shade here that's lighter than your skin tone. You have a shade here that's darker than your skin tone without having to pick up a whole bunch of different products. Perfect.
That's right. And you know, they're natural hues, they're blendable, it's powder. So you can kind of create that highlight and contour. So again, one palette, 5 nude shades, a full range here. We did brows, eyeliner, we did shadow, we did highlight and contour. Now you can see why this is my go-to absolute must for whatever look. Now if you wanted to step it up, you could do a fun pop liner or you can add a little bit of glow by using a highlighter. So now we're going to Miss Katya. I want to show you how to take this from day to night. So Katya's got more of a chocolate kind of smoky look. We use some of the deeper shades on her eyes, so shade 4 and 5, right on the corners. But you know, I want you to see this. If you are a deeper skin tone at home, you know how hard it is to get nudes to pop on the skin. And you see Miss Katya is proof here. She's wearing the palette in her brow. She's wearing the palette as a liner. She's wearing the palette as a chocolatey kind of smoky eye look. Going from day to night. We did a little bit of highlight and contouring, nothing too drastic, because at BECCA we always keep it fresh and soft and pretty. And you can just see it works from the lightest of skin tones to the deepest of skin tones.
Hey, quick question for you from the chat. I just wanted to confirm that all of these are matte. We had a question if they were shimmery.
Nope,
Girl,
that's a great question.
We got you covered in shimmer. These are matte.
Yes, that's exactly right. Because you can always add shimmer, but you can't take it away. So we gave you a baseline of beautiful neutral mattes to work from, because I'm going to show you how you can add a little bit of glow to take this look up.
And
so that's
actually,
coming up.
yeah, let's go there right now. So we're moving on to our next tutorial. We are going to finish strong with this one. This is the product, you guys. Every time that you ask me in the chat, Elise, which highlighter are you wearing? 99% of the time, this is the highlighter that I'm wearing. I mean, Alicia knows. She's like,
I love it. She
you're
always
always wearing
props.
it. Yeah, and I don't just wear it on my face.